A. Madhavi Latha, Assistant Professor of English, Latha.A Radio Education Society's group of institutions. Welcome to the first online session of English first year BTech English for Engineers. This session throws light on the syllabus structure of English for Engineers first year BTech English and also focuses on the first unit, the Raman Effect. Coming to the syllabus structure, the syllabus English for Engineer comprises 5 units. Each unit does have a text. It also has vocabulary. Under vocabulary, list of words will be discussed with some textual exercises and grammar. Under grammar, we have 1 or 2 aspects of grammar being discussed along with textual exercises. Apart from grammar, we also have reading skills. Under reading skills, 1 or 2 sub-skills of reading skills will be discussed with textual exercises, and the last one is writing skills. Under writing skills also we do have 1 or 2 textual exercises, 1 or 2 sub-skills with textual exercises. The Raman, the very first unit is the Raman Effect. Now each and every unit does have a warm-up activity before the text. Now the very first lesson is the Raman Effect. To begin this Raman Effect, let's do this warm-up activity. Now the warm-up activity, the session and the warm-up activity clearly gives the pictures of the famous personalities here. And coming to this, the very first picture, let me read out the first paragraph under this activity. Around the year 1440, this man, a goldsmith by profession, introduced a printing system by creating a metal movable type and adapting the existing technologies to create imprints. By 1500, the device that he invented was in operation throughout Europe. It was used to print copies of books in large numbers. Its major advantage was that this technology considerably reduced the cost of printing. Who is he? So the answer is Johannes Gutenberg. Yeah, he was a goldsmith by profession, but with his innovative ideas and creative strategies, he introduced the printing press for the very first time. In similar way, we do have other pictures here. This picture clearly it shows it's nothing but it's Wright brothers. Everyone can easily guess it out. They are Wright brothers. Yes, they are the pioneers who invented the aircraft for the very first time. And coming to this, the famous personality here is none other than Dr. Martin Cooper, an American engineer who is regarded as the father of cell phone. Okay, cell phone was invented by him for the very first time. Now coming to this activities, the 3 images and the common ground in this warm-up activity, the common aspect which is being discussed in this warm-up activity is nothing but invention. Invention which is related to our lesson, the Raman Effect. Yes, the Raman Effect is a groundbreaking invention by Sir C.V. Raman, by the famous physicist Sir C.V. Raman. The lesson, the Raman Effect, attempts to re-explore the capabilities, the abilities, the character traits and the qualities of Sir C.V. Raman, which helped him a lot in order to achieve success, to contribute his services to the welfare of the society. So its lesson is nothing but it's an attempt to focus on the personality traits. We pretty well know about the Raman Effect, we pretty well know about Sir C.V. Raman, but it's a kind of a revision kind of thing where we try to explore Sir C.V. Raman's traits. So he was the first Asian to receive a Nobel Prize. Even the government of India has awarded him Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. He was also a founder of the Indian Journal of Physics. So Sir C.V. Raman was knighted. So the title we have for him is Sir. He was a knighted, and he hailed from Tiruchirappalli, born at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. He got educated at Presidency College. His father was basically a physics teacher. Therefore, he got much more motivation. He got inspired by his father, and he has shown much dedication and towards physics. He had much commitment to his, shown much interest in physics. He was a brilliant student as well, and showed much interest in his studies. And after he once he cleared civil services competitive exam and got secured as a deputy accountant general in Calcutta. But still, no matter he got settled as a deputy accountant general, he didn't leave his thirst for studies. He continued his study in the field of, he continued his research in the field of science. And at last he became the professor of physics. To become a professor of physics, he sacrificed, he gave up his position as a deputy accountant general. He gave up his administrative position. So such was his interest in the field of physics. So though he became a professor of physics, he didn't leave his studies. He continued his studies in the scientific study in the field of acoustics, in the field of optics. His work was much recognized, his work was much spread to the other parts of the country, to the other parts of the world. Even the leading physicists like J.J. Thomson, Lord Rutherford, everyone appreciated his work. They got acquainted with his work and they appreciated his work. Once he was invited as a delegate at University's Congress to London. So he embarked on a journey. He was on a sea voyage. After he got invited, after he got an invitation from London to appear there, to gather there, he embarked on a journey, on a sea journey. And this sea journey is a crucial aspect in Raman's life, because when he was on a sea voyage traveling all the way to London, an idea struck to him that why seawater is blue in color. So he immediately recollected the famous physicist at that time, the leading physicist Rayleigh. He proposed that this water is blue in color because of the reflection of sun rays in the water, so because of reflection of sun rays. And he also, Rayleigh also said that also proposed that the air particles they scatter the wavelength of the sun rays, which are in blue in color. As a result, the water appears blue. But Raman was doubtful. Okay, he was doubtful. He was not appreciating his claim. So he had his own speculation that water turns into blue not because of air particles spreading or scattering the wavelength, because of water molecules itself scattering the wavelength of the sun. And this one, he claimed this one, and later he wanted to prove it. Therefore, he took a Nicol prism and put it in a sample of seawater, and he made a light pass through it. And when he made a light pass through it, the emerged light beam, it has shown different wavelength and different color. This one he called it as molecular diffraction. So after returning to India also, he was on quest. He wanted to prove it with much more proofs. So he gathered his members, his associates like Ramanathan and Krishnan, who helped him a lot to achieve success. Later one day he came up with irrefutable proof that when light passes through a medium, then the molecules when the light passes through a medium, then the emerged light will be deflected by the molecules in the medium, and thus shows different color and different wavelength. So this was his proof, and this came to be Raman effect. It's Raman spectroscopy, and this one he has announced it through Associate Press on 29th February with a brief explanation to nature. So this is all about Raman spectroscopy. Now in these days, I mean from the time it was discovered, it was invented, it has been in application. In modern days also we are using this application in detecting drugs, in detecting explosives, in different pharmaceutical industries, and also medical diagnostics, in the study also like a molecular structure of compounds, etc., etc. So this is all about Raman effect. The lesson clearly, it's a glimpse of what idea had Raman, and how did he accomplish it, the idea which stuck to him, how did he come out with a validated proof, and has shown his tremendous success which is very much helpful for the society, for the welfare of the society. So it gives us some moral ethics that we as individuals also some of the other time we do get hit with some ideas. So please do not leave that ideas aside. Instead, work on it, work hard on it with commitment and dedication, and come out with some validity, with some kind of proofs, which helps a lot. Which it may help a lot for the society and one's well-being. With this, I try to conclude my session. Thanks a lot.